Wow. Oh my God. We're back. Gary, we're back home. Welcome back in crypto. Let's go. Tesh, good evening. Who's this? Gary, I don't know. I really did not know. Unbelievable. What have we here? Stuart, we have some gains. That's what we have. Bitcoin is back. Well, well, for now. Um, we'll talk about it. I don't think we're completely out of the woods, but we'll talk about it. Wow, my goodness. Okay, let me see here. BTC, on inflation alarm. Okay, I want to look at some of these articles too, so I will in a second. Some of us never left. Gary, I never left either. I just needed some confidence back in the markets. That's it. Stuart and I were waiting for the dipskis to come so we could. Some of us never left. Sean, what are some low flow Bitcoin stonks? Some low floats. Still quite a few of them. I'll take a look in a second. Maddie says, so glad I invested so much. Maddie, congratulations. Congrats. Tesh, I like how most of you guys are in the UK. most of you are in Europe, which is interesting. How you're still awake. Let's see here. I mean, you look at some of these gains here though for the last week. It's incredible, isn't it? I was looking at Mana. Impressed. Gary, I'm sorry. Gary says I sit here night after night, no stream, a lot of time to contemplate. And what were you contemplating about, Gary? Yeah, into your okay, sounds good, Maddie. What have you been thinking about? And again, this is a prime example of honestly why we say, you know what, like if you're looking at long-term investments, you really can't be waiting for the bottoms. You just have to dollar cost average because you never know, right? You really never know what happens. He's losing his mind. I'm sorry, Gary. Gary, I was just waiting for some consistency so we could come back, None of these scam pump and dumps and things like that. We're back. Speaking to the wall. Gary, what other streams have you been watching? What other streams have you been watching? Anyways, I mean, look at Mana. Mana's, what really surprised me though, and why honestly, like to me a big reason why I was waiting and for crypto to eventually bottom out uh in the house. Let's go on, right? A big reason why I was holding back was because, I mean, obviously, well, the market has a lot of issues to deal with, inflation and blah blah blah. Also, like the FTX, who's this, what's crypto? You know that thing, Peter, that like gets rug pulls you. I'm kidding. Anyways, again, so like two reasons for me, like two reasons have we bottom. That's the thing, though, Stewart. Right? Two things for me. Right? One thing was, again, so the markets. I do expect. I expect a sell off. Right? So I was waiting for a sell off. Another thing was just waiting for FTX. Right? And regulations and things like that. But then now, like you look at this and you see FTX, like FTT. Like, why the hell is this up 80%? Is my question. Why is the FTX token up 80%? It just seems like people forget. People forget that not too long ago, they were getting rug pulled. It's up 80%. It's one of the top gainers here in the last week, if not the top gainer in terms of like the top 100. You know what I mean? Like how? Like how is that a thing? Like how is FTX the top gainer in the last week? Taking to get taking to it's asking to get shorted. Exactly. Like how do people forget what just happened like not too long ago with FTX, and it's up 80%, the top gainer in the top 100 in the last week? What's going on here? right? So to me, like that tells a story about crypto, though. Like people move on really quickly, and so if we're waiting for the bottoms and we maybe missed it, that's gonna be annoying, isn't it? Right? So when I see FTX on there, I don't like it because it's a bit scary. Might remind you that you missed the bottom, and I don't want that to be the case. Anyways, so I'll take a look. I know we kind of talked about the S&P earlier today as well. To me, what part of the reason why I still feel like we're gonna sell off, so I should sell. I mean, Peter, you're in at $30, weren't you? It's at 23 now. So you've recovered some of that money. This thing was below $10, $9 not too long ago. Now it's at $23. So you made some monies. I'm happy we've had a nice rally this weekend. Gary, don't roast me, please. I'm happy we've had a nice rally this weekend. I just feel like crypto's been pumping for the last 2 weeks, and we might, as we go into the week, the S&P is sitting at resistance. Bitcoin is failing at resistance as well. So if I take a look at so this is the 1 minute chart. Back to live, it really has. Right back to right. So if I take a look at the daily, or any other time frame for that matter, right? So you notice how we have that little double top, which is what we kind of talked about in Discord a bit, right? So that's Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is sitting right at the double top there at 21.5. Like this is not a brand new level; it's a level that we've talked about already. Most of you guys are aware of this level already, right? 21.5. That's our next resistance there, on the daily, right? So 21.5, and then I think there's 22, and then there's just below 25,000 dollars, right? So like right here, right there, a whole lot of resistance there. That's just again right around $25,000 for Bitcoin. So we're gonna need to clear that. So that's why I'm hesitating here to say, you know what, we're ready to go, go, go. Also, when you take a look at the S&P here, let me pull that up here. Right, so you look at SPY. Um, right, obviously, again, if we sell up tomorrow, this is going to be an issue, right, for crypto, right? So you look at the S&P. This is the weekly. You go all the way back to like January 2022. Yeah, there we go. So all the way back like December, January 2022, right? We've been failing on this weekly downtrends. January 2022, right? Fail, right? So fail January, fail in April, fail in August, fail in December. So what December, January, right? So we're hitting that resistance on the weekly for SPY. And also Bitcoin is hitting that double top. So hi Tonic, hey yo, how are you? Right, so that's part of my hesitation here. Crypto does opposite of inverse Peter. Peter, you better stop praying. Pray. Let's go, William. How are you? Let's go. How's the wild? See, before the last dump, then destroying the. I think so. I think so. I think. I think this is the. I think again. So Robert and I had a conversation about a week ago, and he was like, "Yep, I'm expecting one nice rally, and then it's gonna be disaster, for the next few months." And again, I could see that happening too, right? A bit of a sell off. I need to be more positive, otherwise Gary's gonna roast me at some point here. Gary, Carlos thrust it. Let's go. I need to be more positive. Gary, I'm sorry, right? So, anyways, again, so that's the S&P sitting on resistance, right? And then again, so you look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at that double top. So we'll see what happens here, right? This morning we rallied all the way to 21,465, right? So just below 21,500, right? So if we fail at that level and we start curling down, we might have a problem. Clara. We're here for no BS, no exactly, Stuart, right? So as much as I mean, look at this rally. So this is the rally for Bitcoin here, right? The last 2 weeks, last week or so, yeah, 2 weeks, right? Look at that rally. I mean, that's beautiful, right? So that's absolutely beautiful, right? From 16.6, right, 16.5 ish to 18 to 20 to 21, right? Right to resistance there. I was impressed, honestly. I was not expecting Bitcoin to break above $20,000 the way it broke above like that. I'm shaking my head. I know you are, Gary. I know you are. Right. I was not expecting this thing to break about $20,000 the way it did, especially with everything that's going on. Like if this was I would be behind this rally 1,000%, full force, all excitement, FOMO, all engaged. If this was if this was a rally that was backed by some type of fundamental, like I understand the value, and I understand that long term you will make monies. Uh, but it's like when you crash for a reason, and that reason hasn't gone away, and you're recovering, that becomes a concern. Like what who's to say that okay, tomorrow we have the same concerns and we're crashing again, right? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So it's a rally that feels more of like a dead cat bounce, which is fine if you believe in crypto long term, which is what we've talked about for the last few months, right? If you believe, scale in slowly, scale, and you will probably make monies, right? So, but um, exactly, Stuart. So that's my only concern there. We do. I mean, you look at this rally though. Look at these boom boom candles, right? You look at these candles. You're like, yeah, we do kind of need somewhat of a pullback at some point, right? So, we'll see. We'll see. 17. Yeah, just ask Peter or Stuart. Double the monies. Anyways, again, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Smash a like and all the fun stuff. High or low is your guess, 19,800, Gary. Yeah, I mean that would be okay, right? If we can like dip again, consolidate somewhere, and then come back again, that's okay, right? So hi, Marie, hi. How about ARPA? What's ARPA? Is that a crypto? Is that a coin? If it is, let me know and I'll take a look. I don't think it is though. I don't think it is. I wanted to look at some of these like articles here, just because. And nothing special about them. I just wanted to kind of browse through them and see if there was anything of substance to them. So I will do that. Ready to run crypto brace for no quick to the price. Okay, sounds good. This is another interesting one too. I looked at most of these articles, but. Yeah, Marie, let me know if it's crypto. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, DXY. Looking, I'll take a look as well. Actually, you know what? Let me take a look at DXY right now before we move on here. So DXY, because this is another thing. Um, I mean, well, Stuart, it does look like it's approaching somewhat of somewhat of a level you could look at as support, right? So if I put a line across here, right, and I really zoom in there, right? So you notice there might be a little bit of support here, right? There's that potential of a double bottom at 101.40, right? So again, we do have a. I mean, you look at this though. We do have somewhat of a head and shoulder in this forming. Zoom out there a bit. Interesting. I think again, you just look at this though. You can see here though that we might be at a spot where, like, if we bounce, I would not be surprised, right? So again, the dollar might be sitting at, you know again, that 101.50 ish level this too, right? So we might be able to bounce off here. If we break below that, then okay, cool, maybe we sell off to 100, and then below that, right? And then disaster. But it does look like we are approaching a level that we bounced at in the past, right? So we bounced here initially in like all the way back here to, that's 2022, May 2022, right? So we are approaching that level again here now. So, and this is not the first daily candle that we're holding, right? So it looks like it's trying to bounce off that area there, for the third candle there. So that's cool, right? It's green for the day there. So looks like it's constantly bouncing. So if the market starts selling off a bit, we might see a nice little reverse off here for DXY, which is Biden and Powell stick on a dessert. Who who survives? Uh, who survives? Hmm. Do we have to choose one? Do we have to? I still remember from, yeah, Sonic. Where have you? Yeah, okay, very nice. Your name sounds familiar. Lali, ayo, hello, hello, hello. Bitcoin versus. I I don't know, Gary. I don't know. Right. So, Let me take a look at this here. 70 billion. I don't think I've looked at this one actually. This week, more buying power ahead. Blah blah blah. I just want to skim through this because a lot of it isn't important anyways, right? So BTC has kicked off 2022 with a blast, attaining several key support levels that investors will be hoping can build on a base. Okay, sounds good. Blah blah blah. In the line. Okay. 399 billion, representing an increase of about 22% from okay, blah 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 blah. Okay. Can Bitcoin sustain recent gains? So, according to these guys, they're saying investors will need to observe caution, considering Bitcoin is still facing bearish sentiments that could reverse the current gains. For example, cryptocurrency entities are yet to recover from the effect of the microeconomic environments, right? So, and that's what we've been talking about, right? So, as much as we're rallying, there's really nothing that's changed fundamentally, and that's a problem, isn't it, right? Again, it's not like we don't believe in the value long term. We just want the value or this rally to be backed by something that's sustainable. And again, it just seems like a dead cat bounce to me, doesn't it? Right. So um, they're talking about layoffs in this article here. Blah blah blah. Okay, I think Stuart posted this earlier in Discord, right? The fear index here, right? So that's where it's at now, 52. Wow, my goodness. Huh. Isn't it crazy how quickly this changes though? You look at like the greed and fear index. You go back like a week, 2 weeks ago, this thing was all the way down there. Like, so what happened? People just all of a sudden stopped like being fearful. Like, oh yeah, we're not scared of a crash anymore. Interesting, isn't it? Huh. So back to neutral. The only thing that moved was the chart. Like nothing else has moved. Happy MLK Day to you as well, Dr. Paula. Um, like we if you look at it was extreme fear, exactly, Stu. Like how did we go from like extreme fear back to neutral, almost a little bit positive here with just the price moving? Like do people forget like why we went down there in the first place? None of that has changed, right? None of that has changed. So that's interesting. What else is on here? At the same time, crypto expert trading analyst Michael Van pointed out that Bitcoin is still facing key events likely to impact the current rally. So he did a YouTube video. Okay, cool. Blah blah blah. Okay, so he says, despite inflation data slowing down, the Fed can still hike rates if the overall economy is is again health. If the health of the economy is low, right? Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. So again, most of this is just ifs and buts. So a lot of this is just a reminder of what we talked about already, which is fine. We bearish it with puts. This is the to sell the puts to rock pull them. Yeah, I think we're sitting at a key point here. We've had a rally for 2 weeks now. I think we're sitting at a key point here for crypto. That any type of negativity, like if we get a sell off on Monday, on Tuesday, you're gonna see how people feel. Like, oh my god, I knew this was coming. Oh my god, I knew this crash was coming. See, I told you guys, don't believe. Right? As soon as we get a red candle, people will panic. It's gonna be like that meme. That is it the office? I don't know. People will panic. Any signs of red. And again, that goes back to to us being concerned, right? Like I would not panic if we sold off, and like I would not panic if we had a reason for rallying. When you don't have a reason to go somewhere, and then again, if we don't have a reason for rallying, that it's easy for people to panic because then you just go back to, oh yeah, I knew this was coming, or the economy is very bad, or inflation, blah blah blah. um, my one doesn't have extreme fear range. Is that odd, Gary? No, it's because so times is short. The answer is yes. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Right. So what I would be looking at here, right? Let me go back to Bitcoin. Um, Is that the same chart? Yeah, it is. BTC, and that's by I need BTC. Um, so like again, if I wanted to short crypto, should the yeah, like honestly, why the hell is that thing up there? Like like why is FTT the top gainer in the last week in the entire space? Hey Willie, like why? How? How's the scam the top gainer? How come those I know Aka. I was looking for one of those analogies. I could not find it though. Um, like how? How is FTT the top gainer in the whole crypto space here? Like people just all of a sudden forgot who crashed the entire market, and they're buying it. Like where do you think that's going to? Anyways, I extreme fear is shorting range. Makes sense then, Gary. Yes, it does. Let's join and have a talk about Doge. But it's still not $1. William, you better start praying. $1 soon. $1 soon. Right. So, I mean, if you want BTC to rise, bring back the Ponzi schemes. They only use BTC. Bring back the Ponzi schemes. I'm excited though. It's like stuff like this. We've had a lot of fun. Like we've had a lot of fun with. I mean, crypto is a lot more fun than I know. Crypto is just fun. Like it's a lot of fun. For me, yes, it is. It's fun. So I'm excited to like get back into that bull run where like you can actually have something that consistently rallies and not be like concerned about a rug pull or anything like that. Um, back to the Doge rallies, the Shiba rallies, all those rallies. I'm excited for another coin like that. Like a multi, like a big community coin. I'm excited. So, anyways, it's also nice to see Mana rally like that. Mana is the second gainer here on the list over the last week. It's nice to see a project with actual utility do that, right? So, like a futuristic project. Stu did a thing in Discord, the low cap channel, for all of these smaller projects that we could look into. We can look at one of those tonight, right? Musi, what was the cause of those rallies like back in the day? So a lot of things, right? So the market was we were in the bull market. Like when Dogecoin rallied, Shiba rallied, all of these things rallied. We were in the bull market. People were making monies. Everybody was feeling good. Like the government was giving people monies, right? Okay, you get a check. You get a check. Everybody gets a check. Like Oprah, everybody gets a check. So like yeah, meme stocks were rallying, meme coins were rallying, everything was pumping, right? So it's just a period of like just people feeling good and having monies and spending monies, and then another thing too was like people could not go anywhere, right? COVID lockdowns, you could just stay at home and watch crypto and FOMO, right? So a lot of it was like just a whole bunch of things combined, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. You have $7 in Argo and $7 in Doge, really? That's the only monies you could pay after putting all your monies in Tesla. $7 in Doge, $7 in Algorand. Don't worry, one day. When Doge rally, that was a good day. My didn't take my gains. No, and it's understandable, honestly. Like back then, we talked about like buy the hype and saw the news, but that wasn't really a thing for retail, right? Now it is, but back then it wasn't, right? So everybody was looking for $1. Like, okay, when are we going to a dollar? Come on, Elon Musk, right? We're going to $10. It's gonna be the coin. It's hard to like think about taking profits when everything is so positive like that, right? But in hindsight, that's when you should. Captain, ayo, good evening. Hello, hello. I had to go to work. Gary, I didn't get a check. I had to go to work. So, what type of work did you go to, Gary? I don't know. Stuart and I just. What type of work? What type of work did you go to? I hope it's not the one that you're wearing. Wearing mask. And I'll leave the rest to Stuart. Anyways, So there's another article here that I just wanted to quickly skim over. Blah 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 blah. Bitcoin surges on inflation tailwinds. Hovers near 21,000. Blah blah blah. Is correct in thinking that despite okay, have gained traction. Yeah, sure. Bitcoin cracked 21,000. Blah blah blah. The largest cryptocurrency by capitalization was recently okay. Blah 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 blah. Mana, right? So they mentioned Mana in this article is done well. Is done well. It's done well. I just want to see where they actually go into like some substantial detail. We continue to remain positive about accumulation at $18,000 and below, right? So these guys are saying we continue to remain positive about accumulation at $18,000 and below. Our long-term outlook remains the same for 2023, accumulating during range lows, right? So it looks like like you notice how we're pumping, and these guys are still talking about accumulating at the low range, right? So obviously maybe they're still waiting for that, they're still expecting dev skis, right? So, which is interesting then. La 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 la. I'm gonna skip all of these Kathy Wood's comments here because she told us we were going to $1 million. We're not there yet, so until we get to $1 million, she can. You know what? Anyway, I'm kidding. Anyone have opinions on Shiba? Sure, we can take a look at Shiba. We can take a look at a lot of. I mean, we haven't been here for a bit, so we can take a look at a lot of these coins. Important events. China grows. Okay, cool. That's some other stuff. La 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 was the largest. Okay, 20. Okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I just wanted to see if there was anything interesting in some of these articles. Moving on. It's incoming, which could be interesting. Yeah, you notice how like every time we go on a rally like this, the rally usually ends when we have like one of these meme coins rallies. So a Shiba, a Doge, Ada, right? Ada is not really a meme project, but one of these projects, right? So I'm excited to see what rallies maybe tonight or tomorrow or whenever, right? So Shiba, yeah, right. So again, like the rally usually ends with a meme coin rally, so I would like to see I'd like to see Shiba or something else, or go for a rally, right? So, anyways, if you're just joining and you have any questions about Bitcoin technicals or anything like that, please ask, and I'll take a look again. Right? So let us know, and I'll take a look. Getting some fat sell orders here for Bitcoin. $887,000 worth of Bitcoin sold. It's amazing though. Like it's amazing to see an order like that go through, and the price obviously will go down, right? Obviously, but it's amazing to see an order like that go, go through, and then watch the coin, and it really hasn't done a whole lot, right? That's impressive. Yo, Wilson from Sao Paulo. Uh, what are you saying, Wilson? Wilson, road trip, Brazil. Presenting a Texas film in March. That's a long time away. 2 months. Hopefully by then we've hopefully by as we get into the spring, hopefully we found the bottom already. Mr. Levitt says buying BTC and XRP maybe Doge as a gamble. Safe picks, I think, but I'm new to crypto. Yeah, okay. Unless you have some, yeah. BTC would obviously be the safe choice for most people, right? If you're looking for coins to again dollar cost average in, right? So most people would consider Bitcoin as the safer choice. XRP, I uh, I I don't I mean like we could go into details here, but really it's just they just need to get rid of that stupid case, and then and I really don't want to talk about numbers. I think we kind of talked about this a bit, Stu. And then in terms of Dogecoin, Dogecoin, like you have Bitcoin where like okay, cool, that's fine. That thing is not going anywhere, right? It's not going anywhere. No, no, no. Like I no. The reason I'm hesitating is because like you have Bitcoin, right? That's not going anywhere. I like XRP a whole lot. Like I like it, right? Uh, but then that's so dependent on, it's dependent on like what happens with the case. And then you look at Dogecoin, there really isn't any utility there. Like I like the thing as well. Like Dogecoin is like what started it all for the most part, in terms of crypto. Well, XRP and Doge, but Doge is really what, like, community. That's what we talked about, right? um, but like it doesn't have any utility. It's just based on momentum, so it could do really well. Like XRP and Doge could do really well, but that's also still based on. There's a chance for safe moon. If FTT is pumping, there's a chance for safe moon. Same family. I I'm still impressed. Where is Safe Moon though? Like where is Safe Moon? Is Safe Moon like what number is Safe Moon anyways? See if I can find it. Um, Safe Moon. Um, Peter, you're still holding Safe Moon? My goodness. Damn. What's that? S serum? Oh, okay, serum. Interesting. Save Moon, Save Moon, Save Moon. I don't see Save Moon on the list, Peter. Ali, 181%. Wow, nice. Interesting. I mean, Saitama's on there, Peter. Saitama's on there. I don't see Safe Moon yet, though. Safe Moon should be somewhere here, or I just passed it. Either way, though, it's not a top gainer anywhere, right? So, I mean, it's not a top gainer anywhere here. So, uh, sorry, the Safe Moon team was still on the beach. I'll take a look at BNB. I'll take a look at BNB. I'll take a look at XRP. I'll take a look at Doge. I'll take a look at Shiba. I'll take a look at the other one Marie was asking for. I'll take a look at these coins, guys. Uh, itself from Doge with a development that gives it utility. Exactly, Stu. I mean, like we go back a few months, even before this crash, we were talking about like how come Shiba came after Doge and has more utility than Doge, right? So can't just be all about Elon, 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 Elon. Is the green pixels? Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable. Kwan, good evening. Josh, good evening. Ayo, good evening, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already, and all the fun stuff. Yeah, take a look at dogelon. I'll take a look. Tokens. I have more than a million SafeMoon tokens worth less than $10, and then I mean, like, hopefully we've kind of learned a few lessons, with this crash, and how some of these coins have basically gone to zero, and how the teams for some of these scam coins have disappeared and things like that. Hopefully it's a lesson. If you're going to invest in something, right? If you're going to invest in something, do the research, right? If it's something you believe in long term, okay, that's cool, right? And then again, it has more of a chance of coming back, right? uh, but if it's driven by hype, you want to be very careful, right? We've had a lot of rug pulls, and those will come back. Like in a bull market, a lot of these scams will come back. So before you do your next investments, please make sure you do the research. And again, know the difference. Is it an investment, or is it a quick play? There's nothing wrong with quick plays. You can make some nice monies from quick plays, right? So yeah, just again, make sure you differentiate, right? So this is an investment. I'm gonna scale in, buy slowly, right? Hold long term. Or this is just again, I don't believe in it, but I want to still make monies, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? In and out, collect your monies and go, right? History will repeat, exactly, Gary, right? There will be rock pulls, right? The good projects will keep going up slowly or quickly, right? But then you're gonna have coins like Save Moon, uh, and and what else? And I mean, there's so many, so many. Pikachu. What's the biggest scam, in your opinion? What's the biggest scam in crypto you've seen to date? Right? What's the biggest scam? Let me know in the chat. I So Pikachu, pretty big scam. What else? The squid coin. What about Argo? Argo is an interesting one. After their founder left, Stu, I kind of, I don't know. After the founder left, I just yeah, I don't know, Algorand. Um, Yeah, interesting. Trade, yep. That was another one. Squid coin was a pretty big scam. Saitama was a scam too. It's so some kind of yield farming. Yeah, those are big scams too. You know. Anyways, so that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just hovering around this price here below 21.5. So that's obviously going to be our next resistance. Let me take a look at. Let me take a look at Dogecoin, one of our favorite coins. Um, Doge obviously hasn't rallied as much as some of these bigger scams. Luna, Luna was a pretty big scam, honestly. If you had some big monies in there, you lost it all, which is really sad. Um, Yeah, Doge looks very similar to. I mean, like more the more I look at these coins, the more you're going to realize that they're all similar, right? Obviously, with Bitcoin being the leader, they're all similar, but some of them move on a smaller scale. For example, you look at Bitcoin, you're like, oh wow, okay, that's a beautiful rally, right? You look at Mana, you're like, wow, okay, cool, right? Doge not as aggressive, but the candles are very much the same, right? So the last 3 days or so, you notice how we're kind of failing in around the same spots. That's because these coins are waiting for Bitcoin to either make a decision. We pump or we dump, right? To me, it looks. I mean, you look. If I look at Dogecoin here, right, when you have that doji candle, that's an indecision candle there. That might signal a sell off, right? So again, if I look at Dogecoin, all that does is confirm to me that okay, you know what, maybe a sell off is coming, right? So we're hitting a bit of resistance here. So that's Doge. So, and another thing you could do, it's the same thing for stonks, right? It's the same thing for stonks, right? Let me see if I can update this chart here. Without Elon, like it really is, too. As much as we have a bias and we like Doge, it really is like it's nothing without Elon. And Elon has better things to do right now than talk about Doge, doesn't he? Right? So, KJ says I lost 7K in 5 minutes with Elon. When Elon spoke about Doge on Saturday Night Live. Yep. KJ. Yep. I What a night that was. What a night. Unbelievable. Man. If you notice them, it's quite scary. Um, yeah, he really did. But I don't think it's Elon though. I really don't think it's Elon. I don't know if there's anything Elon could have said that would make. Well, I mean, if he announced something that was actually substantial, then yes, right? But you notice how like most of these events we go into, regardless of the coin, they're usually buy the hype and sell the news, right? Was crazy. Oh yeah, the Doge stream. Oh yeah, that was madness. I That was madness. Absolute chaos, right? Again, but you notice how when we go into these events, regardless of like whether that's Elon related or like just Bitcoin or ETH or this, I mean like the last event we had the ETH event, right? That was also by the hype and saw the news. We rallied into that and then we sold off after, right? So pump and dump, rally and then sell off. Elon sold our BTC at 30K. That was wrong number two. Elon says thank you very much. Do you think Mara will hit $10? I think Mara will gap up tomorrow break. I think like some of these crypto related names will gap up tomorrow. Only concern with that though, only concern is I mean if you look at the Mara chart, it's been pumping for as long as Bitcoin has been pumping from $3 to $8, and it's potentially gonna gap up tomorrow. So like if I'm in a position, what I'm looking to do is maybe take some profits when we gap up and then make a decision on the rest, right? I mean, look at this chart. So these are all the the Mara is a big crypto related name, right? The crypto miner, right? So when crypto goes, that stock will always obviously go as well. So this is Mara. You look at the last, right? You look at the last 2 weeks or so, right? Look at that thing from $3 all the way to closing in and around $8, right? With a potential gap up again tomorrow. I would be careful. Like I would not be adding to a position, right? I would be hoping to take profits. on a gap up, and then set a stop loss on the rest, or take profits on all of it, and then hope for a dip, because you know a dip is coming, right? Can't just keep going up like that. We're gonna need to consolidate somewhere. You know what I mean? So, do we see a flash crash coming? I mean, sell off. Used to be 2 minutes for 2 minutes, stream for 14 hours, eat for 4 minutes, stream for 16. I know, Peter. What happened? What happened? Yeah, don't worry. I know we're gonna get back to those days. You know, to those long stream days. That's fine. I just again, there's nothing wrong with just being patient and waiting. And all criminals like this are gonna come out of the woodworks. You know, Big Spark, say what's up. Hey yo, Big Spark. Let's go. And what? And dip. Criminals. You know, if Doge rallies or anything crypto rallies, you're gonna see these criminals come out of the woodworks. Woodworks. My thought about Doge is that Elon may into a Twitter some way. Yeah. Um, yeah, no, I think so too, Mr. Levitt. My only concern for that though is I did, Stu. I did. Only concern for that is, I mean, I feel like Twitter has bigger issues now than focusing on like looking for a way to integrate Doge, right? So Doge is a luxury, I feel like, right? So once Twitter's up and running the way they would like, and then they can say, you know what, let's have some fun. You know, how can we involve Dogecoin, right? My side fund project. How can we do that? Hey yo, Jeff, picking my kid up from up at work. Nice to see you on. Let's go, Jeff. Good to see you as well. Be safe and yeah. I'll take a look at the Bitcoin chart again, guys, because you guys seem to have a few questions. Anyways, so that's Dogecoin. Let me take a look at Shiba here. So Shiba has obviously had a rally too, right? Shiba dropped to zero, I think. Right. So Shiba did some really nice consolidation at the bottom here. I mean, that thing gained a lot of zeros. My goodness, what happened here? This thing gained a lot of zeros. That's more zeros than I remember. But yeah, no, again, it dropped to zero. It's had a nice rally, right? Same chart, right? You look at the Dogecoin chart, you look at the BTC chart, you look at the Shiba chart. This is day number 3, right? It's stalling a little bit there. So these coins are waiting for Bitcoin to pick a direction, right? So that's Bitcoin. That's Shiba. Let me take a look at Elon. I know someone asked about Elon as well. Elon. Same. I mean, look at that, right? Same. Consolidation at the bottom, rally, stalling, right? Same chart. I take a look at Mara here, not Mara, Mana, Mana, decentraland. Mana looks a lot better than the other ones. A lot better, right? So that thing's actually consistently giving us daily highs, which is cool, right? So that looks a lot better. Obviously, it's one of the top gainers. Tomorrow, like watching two turtles move. I know, Jeff, isn't it? I know. Amp is not the same. Yeah, take a look. Amp is not the same. Yeah, no, Amp has had a beautiful rally here today, right? So, and then that's the thing too, though, right, your boy? Some of these will explode at the end. Some of these will follow the entire rally, right? So, Amp looks like one of those projects that really wasn't following and then just exploded and said, you know what? Let me catch up, right? Let me catch up. Do I have a favorite that I like to swing trade? That would probably be Matic. Let's not get into Matic now, because we will fight. Um, having this has helped me from, yeah, exactly, Gary, exactly, right. So yeah, it's just, again, it's a big learning experience. I think we will do really well as we go. Stu, let's not get into Matic. Matic, we have problems. No, Gary, yeah. So I think you will do really well too, right? 2024, 2025, when this whole thing is over. So the next elections are in 2020, end of 2024. So like mid 2024. Yeah. Okay, that's when the shift potentially happens. Interesting. Anyways, yeah. No, I think going into 2024 we should be okay, and then 2025. Boom booms, boom booms. One of these years will be amazing again. So, Jay says it's going to dump big. I mean, that's what we've been talking about a bit, Jay. Right? We've been talking about a dip coming. I had a feeling. He had a feeling it was Matic. I think everybody has that feeling now. If I missed your coin, please just let me know and I'll take a look. Right. So I know there were a few. Ada was another one, maybe. Right. So um, Ada looks very similar to the other ones. Right. They're all just stalling here at the top. So again, if you have any that I haven't looked at yet and you need help with them, just let me know. XRP. No, no, no. There we go. Same, right? XRP looks very similar to. We had a beautiful triple bottom here. XRP has actually been one of the better ones in terms of like predictability, right? A lot easier to play with. You look at XRP. Every time XRP gets close to 30 cents, it doesn't break. Well, I mean, it holds, right? We can go back a few months. So this is all the way back in June here, right? All the way back in June, right? June, July. I mean, like we've dipped to like 30 cents every time. Every time XRP dips to 30 cents, people seem to like want to buy the dips at that area. And we have a beautiful rally, right? Rally to 41 cents. This time we rallied from 30 cents all the way to 55 cents. And then we crashed all the way back down to 30 cents. And then we rallied to 40 cents again and then back to 30 cents. And then, you know what I mean? Like XRP is a bit more right? So always source of after a pump. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like with XRP, that's why I hesitated earlier because I don't think people like understand, or as much as people want to throw price targets out there for XRP, and I would like to see one of these price targets hit. I it's proven time and time again that it sells off on rallies. So I would be let's see what happens. Are you too late on ACH? ACH. Probably, right? I mean, look at these boom boom candles, right? Same. The only reason I see you're late is I mean, like this thing has rallied to this level more than once, and it's sort of all the times it's been there. So I would be careful there, right? So again, if you missed this crypto rally, what you're waiting for now is just consolidation, right? We don't have to sell off, like we don't have to crash. But if you're buying here, you're probably FOMOing, right? If you're buying for a long term play, okay, cool. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay for you to slowly scale in and wait. But I think you're playing a dangerous game if you're buying here, right? So especially with a lot of these coins sitting at resistance, wait on the Fed. That's the big decider, Gary. Yeah, I think that's another big one too. Any idea? No, because they seem to keep like they want to keep pushing the date, right? So, oh, it's coming in July. Nope, it's September. Nope, it's December. Nope, like, um, yeah. I just stopped paying attention to those dates until it actually happens. ARPH, Maria. Are you in this coin or no? Let me know if you are. I mean, it looks nice. It looks very similar to the other ones, right? Very identical chart, right? You notice how most of these things are bouncing off double bottoms here, whether that's Bitcoin or ARPH, ARPA, right? Bouncing off the same levels. And you notice how it's also stalling, right, around the same spot here. So it looks very good. If you're in this, it looks nice. If you're not in, then I would be waiting for this thing to clear this zone here, Maria. Right? Um, yeah. Let me know if you're in. That might make it easier. Let me know if you're in that project then. Yeah. Nice W. Yeah. Exactly. But it's amazing how like most of these, still right, very similar. Bitcoin, same thing. I mean, even Dogecoin might have a W, right? Doge, right? Kinda, right? Kinda. Doge really hasn't had a rally for me to say it's a W. So that's why, like, it just hasn't had a rally. Um, there's no utility here, right? So just hasn't. Most of these have, but Doge, nope. Let me go back here. Say, Maria, let me know where your position in that play is, right? So, but it does look good, right? If you're in it already. The only other thing you can maybe think of here, again, I don't know if it's a long-term position for you. If it's a quick scalp, then you want to be very cautious here. If we get a lower high in one of these candles, you might have to make a decision, right? It's easier now. Why? Because I mean, you watch these candles, you're like, oh, let's go, right? Every candle we get is higher than the last one. Like the low of every candle is higher, right? Low, high, higher, higher, right? So even though we're kind of failing at the top here now, we're struggling with this resistance, like right there. This is candle day number 4, right? Day number 4, we're failing at that level. That's okay. Why? Because every candle still is still giving you a higher low. If one of these candles does the opposite, you want to make a decision and say, you know what, I'm going to take some profits. I'm going to take some profits. I'm going to take half the profit and see if we get a dip and then add back, or stuff like that. So you could do that instead if you wanted to, right? Again, it looks fine for now. But if you're not in there and you want to buy, you're just asking for resistance. You're in already, Marie. Um, Yeah, so maybe just watch it really closely, and any any signs of weakness, you might have to make a decision. You have a bit as well. I have a little bit. Dr. Paula, you do as well. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I mean, like if that thing starts breaking below, so the low of the day here is 0.03327, 0.03280. So if that thing can stay above that level, you should be okay, right? But if it breaks below that, then you might have to make a decision and say, you know what, yeah, give my money, give my money. I'm about to run, right? Let me take a look at H bar, Kobe. Um, this is the one that what's his name again, Stu? That guy, FTX, Kevin O'Leary. He loved this coin, right? Again, same story. It looks the same. It looks. I mean, like they're not all coming off double bottoms, but again, they're rallying and kind of stalling around the same zone, right? It looks nice, right? But again, watch for that lower high, right? All these candles are the same here. Again, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? It's staircase to heaven, staircase to heaven, staircase to heaven. You know, if all like a nice little staircase there to heaven, right? If all of a sudden the staircase starts, that thing starts turning around there, and you're getting some lower high candles, you might need to say, you know what, yeah, obviously we're not going to heaven. Yeah, it looks like we're about to get flushed to hell. So you know what? I'm jumping off. I'm jumping. Yeah, keep my monies, please. Um, that worries me about everyone is expecting it. Markets lift. I know, Stu. Yeah, that's the only thing. Just like we predicted that we would sell off with the um with um with um with the last Fed meeting there. That's what we talked about, and nothing happened, right? So that's nothing happened. Well, I mean, we rallied instead. So you're welcome, Kobe, for them to do this. Yeah, probably. Like probably. So yeah, no. Again, same thing there, Kobe. Right. As long as just keep watching the daily candles here. If one of these daily candles here breaks the pattern, and then you can say, you know what? Yeah, decision made. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm out of here. Right. So yeah, make it easy on yourself. Right. Just watch the daily candles and find the bottom of the daily candle, and if that breaks below, and then you can say, yep, decision made, right? And then you can always buy back if it breaks above that resistance, or just for a dip in consolidation. Welcome to the new crypto peeps. Let's go. Welcome to the new crypto people. Yeah, smash the like if you haven't, right? Smash the like. Is anyone scalping anything? No. I've just been watching. Not really scalping anything right now. I just wanted dip skis. I wanted long term dip skis, not scalps. I feel like we're getting, like in like not just crypto, like just the markets in general. I feel like we're getting to a point where, like that's where the monies are made, when massive sell offs like these happen, whether that's a Tesla or like a Bitcoin and things like that. That's when people like, if you're brave enough to like scale in and add in and build a like do the research and build a solid position, as scared as people are, that's when you make the monies, right? So yeah, you don't make the monies when like all this. I mean, you don't make the monies when Bitcoin is at $70,000, right? Like if you're FOMOing into Bitcoin when it's pumping like that, or Tesla at $1,000, you're not really making the monies. This is when you make the monies, right? So um, but would be nice to buy that fear. Yeah, exactly. So would be nice to see some solid dip skis and some regulations come in, and and send FTX to. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about jail. Nothing. It's gonna be a big winner. Quant. Yeah, I think Stuart and I talked about quant a little bit. Or Joe did, and Robert did, right? Soumya. Yeah. Anyways, la 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 la. Yeah, buy the fear. La 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 la. Let's see here. What else? What else do I want to look at here today? Na, 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 na. Buy the fear, and then the market open tomorrow. I like, and that's on quants. Yeah, well, I'll take a look. Just trying to at $88 last year. Okay, let me take a look. QNT. QNT, you bought some at $88. Nice. I mean, look at that beautiful W as well, right? So again, a lot of these charts look similar, right? So quant, QNT, nice. I think, wow, look at that beautiful 104 test. It's always amazing to like it's that to be yeah, right. So it's always amazing to look at like these like in hindsight and say, wow, that's a beautiful double bottom, that's a nice bottom. In the moment, I bet you this was it would, like, I bet you if you come back, if you go back 2 weeks and you go back to $100 here for QNT, I bet you the market wasn't feeling very positive, right? So but anyways though, I like this one, TC. And obviously you're green on this position, right? You bought at $88. You've been holding for a long time now. It's at $140. It looks good. It looks good, right? So again, the only other thing you could do is maybe think about like, oh, maybe I want to take some profits at 142, 140 something here, and then buy take that monies and buy it back when it sells off, right? But I think that's just it looks like you're planning on holding this longer anyways, and it looks nice here. So and I like how it held above $100, so that's cool. All right, so it looks nice. And it's just approaching resistance at 140, 145 to 150 there, right? So um, to be yeah, on the days off like today, or is it just because crypto is doing well today? No. Well, KJ, we the days where we've streamed crypto instead of stocks, um, it just we haven't done a crypto stream in a long time. Usually we would do both, right? Like stock stream during the day and crypto stream in the evenings. That was the thing for a long, long time, consistently. Um, you took profits, TC, sweet, thanks. Yup, I took profits, criminal. I'm out of here. Thank you very much for the monies. Bye. No, so we did both consistently for a long time. It's just crypto hasn't been performing lately, anyways, KJ. So but I'm sure, right, at some point we will be back doing both, KJ. So yeah, yeah, yeah. No, TC, congratulations from $88 to hopefully I didn't make you sell your long term position though. Right? Hopefully not. Let me go back to let me go back to let me go back to the BTC chart here again. Right. Again, anytime frame you look at here, so this is back to the daily. Let me see what the weekly looks like. I don't think we should be. Oh, actually, you can, right? So, on any time frame you look at here, right? Let me look at the hourly really quickly as well, and then the 4 hour maybe, right? So, any time frame you look at here for BTC, you notice that we do have that resistance at 21.5, right? That's not a brand new level, right? So that's going to be on the next level to break, and if we can break above that level, fire, right? Maybe we're ready for a thrust. So I bet you what crypto is waiting for here is what happens with the stock market tomorrow, and that's gonna predict which way we go, right? And in the next 24 hours or so, if we're still failing, like let's say the market is pumping tomorrow and crypto is still failing below 21.5, there's a crash coming. Um, right? Crypto does a really good job of telling you that story. Like if I go back to the daily here, right? This is the daily chart. The times where like we look at crypto, right? I will sometimes use crypto to talk about the stock market, right? Because there are times where the market will be crashing and crypto just sits flat. Like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore, right? Like right here, right? Like right there. If I pull up an S&P chart like side by side here, which I will do right now, spy, right? I mean, similar, right? But it's not quite the same. Not in terms of like longevity, not quite the same. Crypto will sometimes tell you like, you know what? I'm done, right? I'm ready to go up, right? I'm just gonna sit here, right, and not crash. Like the markets will keep selling off, and crypto just sits flat, which is usually interesting. Same thing for like for rally. Right? I remember like if you go back a month, the S&P rallied to like or 2 months back, SPY rallies to 430, and then breaks above 430 and is pushing. Crypto would not break about $25,000, right? Bitcoin would not break about $25,000. Just sat there for a few days, right? SPY would keep running, and crypto would go nowhere, right? So signal, sell off incoming, right? So and then we sold off, right there actually, somewhere, and so. Anyway, so in the next 24 hours or however long, if the markets are rallying and we're still unable to break about 21.5, well, you know, a sell off is coming, right? So either way, I think we might see a sell off here. If we, just expecting a dip ski is what I'm expecting. Maybe I'm biased, but just expecting a dip ski, right? So another question for you guys in the chat, right? Do you guys think we've seen the bottom in crypto, right? Has Bitcoin seen the bottom? Has crypto in general seen the bottom, right? Yes or no? What do you think? Let's go. Yeah, Jasmine, don't forget to smash a like. What platforms are good for crypto? I mean, the only two in the last, well, I mean, I'm sure there are more than this, right? Binance hasn't had any issues. Any issues Binance has had, they've taken care of it like a boss, right? Binance said, you know what, let me show you my guns. You want to see these muscles? Yeah. Over here, there's 1 trillion in the bank. You know what that is? Uh, you over here, there's you know, that's Binance flexing. Um, right? So, and then KuCoin is another one that like I just haven't heard of any issues, right? So, KuCoin is a they have a lot of these newer coins too. I just haven't heard them like have any issues. So I don't know. Let me know if there are some platforms. Yeah. Anyway, so again, so Tesh says no, I don't think we've seen a bottom. Stuart said no, I don't think we've seen a bottom. Brick says no, I don't think we've seen a bottom yet. Do you think we have hit crypto bottoms? I don't think so, Brick. I don't think so. I don't think we found a bottom yet. Like a lot of this will be like a lot of this depends on what happens here into the Fed meeting. Like Gary mentioned earlier, right into February the 1st. I think a lot of it will depend on that, right? Hey, yo, Doug. Good evening. Good evening, my mate. Good evening. If we break above 20 on a weekly candle, yes, the bottom is in. Until then, decided. Gary, yeah, very good point, right? So a lot of it will depend on what happens here at resistance at this double top for Bitcoin. Also, the S&P sitting at the key level, and then also what happens into the Fed, right? So yeah, um, if we're just basically if we're going off technicals alone, then you might just want to wait to see what happens here at 21.5, and then make a decision, right? So if we're failing here consistently and getting some lower highs, then maybe we're ready for a retest of $20,000 or something else. Either way, I think that's, you know. So Jeff says, unfortunately, the crypto age will ice age will continue until the Fed gets inflation under control. I think so too, right? And that's what we've been talking about. You know, again, like rally without substance, right? We believe in the value, right? So, but we want to see a rally that's backed by the events that caused the rally going away, and then we can say, you know what, pump it to the moon. You know, can't see that myself. Yeah, $5,000. I uh, I don't know if I see. I don't know if I see that $5,000. But again, I know that the if like Bitcoin breaks below 16 or 15, whatever the 52-week lows, people will panic, and we will sell off to some new levels, right? So I'm loading the bag on that one. I'm unloading the bag on that one. Doug, where do you think? Where do you think we find a bottom, or do you think we found a bottom already? No real reason for crypto to go up at all. No real reason. Well, yes and no, right? So again, I think if we asked anybody, um, $12,000, yeah, 12,000 has been a really good level. Yeah, can't see it going lower than 12,000. Even 12 is a push. Yeah, there you go. Liquidations, shorts, and yeah, there you go. Right. So I cannot imagine how many people were short Bitcoin though, like just piling in over the last few months, right? So yeah, um, a lot of this might have been liquidation. So unless our remaining a major exchange fails, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if Binance fails, which isn't gonna happen, um, well, I don't want to say that. But if they do, if they do, uh, if they do, we will. Crypto is well. Anyways, while working, and it's hard to know what ticker is running on your screen. Only thing I see is candles, money, anything. Well, thank you very much for the feedback. That's why like I try and zoom in sometimes on these candles when I'm streaming, so you can see the ticker. But yeah, if you ever have a question, I will usually say the ticker over and over, just so people can kind of understand what I'm talking about. Crypto is going for a bit of a rally though, right? 21,300s. Look at these whales. Whales. Future of ask about the future of crypto. Who's Chat GDP GPT? Who's that? Look look how well crypto held up when yeah, exactly. And FTX is that's one thing. I look at that. Someone just sold $1.6 million worth of Bitcoin. Wow, look at that. Big monies. Wow. Oh, this is frothy. Oh, okay. Why did you change your name? Somehow my account change. Okay, change your name. Okay. And now jumping. How? What do you think about selling BTC now and jumping back in? Honestly, that's not a bad idea. As long as we sit below 21.5, I don't think that's a bad idea, right? Sometimes what I will do, it's an okay. Oh, cool, Stu. Okay. Like sometimes what I will do if I know like Bitcoin has resistance at 21.5, right? The closer we get to that level, I will take profits at that level. And if we break above that level, then and we're actually consolidating above it, then I will buy it back in, right? Or just let it sell off and then buy the consolidation. So yeah, not a bad idea, right? But if we break above that level and then it's gone skis, it doesn't back test. Yeah, I mean it's not a huge difference, though. Yeah, unless you hold a lot of Bitcoin, like difference between 21.3 or whatever level we're sitting at now, and a break above 21.5 in consolidation. Because you do know if we break above 21.5, we're not just gonna booms and just go and never come back. Usually these coins will break above resistance and come back and retest that level. So you could always look for something like that. But yeah, no, I understand your fear though, right? If again, if it's a long term position, then maybe there's no point in you thinking about like trying to be smart, right? Because it's there are times where you might do that and then you just get left in the dust, right? You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell at resistance and buy that because I want to if it's not a huge gain, a huge difference, and it's a long term position, then maybe it's not worth it. But oh wow, you've been holding since 16,000. Okay, so maybe you are making some two BTC. I mean, that's nice monies. Two BTC at $16,000 each, right? All the way to 21. That's some big monies, isn't it? That's nice monies. The question now though is do you have a goal in mind, right? Was it supposed to be a long term investment, or just were you planning on scalping it short term, right? So either way, yeah, exactly, Stu. You could sell one of it, right? You could sell one and say, you know what, I'm gonna take profits from one of them, right? And if it dips, I'm gonna take that monies and put it back in if it's a long play, right? and then go from there. It's a long term play. Okay, yeah. I mean, you could do that, right? You could say, you know what, I have two. If it keeps going, I could still, right? I could, I'm still going to be making monies from one of them, right? But if it dips, now I have that profit to do whatever I need to do, right? And then I should be good to go. What's your average on AVAX? Bunny, send me a message in Discord, by the way. Bunny, pay up for the World Cup thing, please, and thank you. Someone else paid for you, and they want to be paid back. So yeah, so right. So send me a message and send that over, please, and thank you, Bunny. And let's close that. Yeah. So please and thank you, Bunny. Would appreciate that a lot because they're waiting and they're asking. So, but yeah, let me take a look at AVAX. Na, 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 na. So these guys had that news with Amazon, Avalanche, right? I mean, so what's your average, by the way, buddy? Let me know. Again, very similar chart, right? Consolidating here. So all eyes on Bitcoin at 21,500s, right? So all eyes on BTC. All eyes on BTC. So right. So whether you're holding AVAX or anything like that, right? So same here. So it looks like we're kind of stalling at $18, 17.5, right? So it's gonna need to yeah. And fake news. That's crypto. Um, and sometimes I look at some of these coins, I'm like, wow, you know what? They went first before everything else. Yeah, exactly. They do have some pretty boom boom candles there. Um, yeah. On fake news. Fake news. My luck in the market, I will sell and it will. But I mean, like, so like infinite. But then if you're doing that with a plan, you should be okay though, right? Because you're saying like it's my luck. If I sell, it's gonna pump. But I mean, it's not like you're selling and not watching, right? You're selling and watching very closely. Again, if it's a long term position and you have not, then you have maybe have nothing to worry about, right? Yeah, right. So then you maybe have nothing to worry about. But if you're selling with a clear plan, like okay, well, I'm selling. If it breaks above this level, I'm buying back in, right? If it dips to this level and then putting my monies back in, then you're fine, right? So you don't have to worry about like my luck, just technicals. Not sure it may be around in 20 to okay, 20 to 21. Okay, yeah. So your average is so yeah, it looks good. I just think there's a sell off coming here at some point, right? So yeah, yeah, which isn't actually I people are just desperate for rallies too. Let's see here. Need stimulus for crypto spring. We need some more checks, don't we? Some more printing. You know what? That should be the yeah. We need some more printing. Anyways, back to BTC here. We're bumping and dumping and still sitting around the same level, right? So we might just do this all night and then some, at midnight or something like that, make a decision, or tomorrow when the market is open, right? So and then go from there. So yeah. Hey, I feel like I've waited so long. I think I might just accumulate it. If it divs, hold what I yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's okay, right? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, you have one. You have two choices, right? Either again take profits here, right, and buy back if it breaks above resistance, or just hold it, right? Yeah. I mean, you're in at 16. You're in at 16. That's a pretty nice average for Bitcoin, isn't it? Right? Especially looking at where it's at now. You're happy. It's yeah, yeah. If you will regret it. Exactly, Stu. Exactly. Nah, nah. Yeah, exactly, William. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, though. Rallies like the stewards. That's a lot of smoke. Rallies like these, give you a lot of hope for crypto, which is nice, right? Rallies like these are nice to see. Can ETH surpass Bitcoin price? I don't think so. I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, well, why do you think it might grow? Why do you think it might? Let me take a look at ETH. Yeah, yeah. Again, same chart, right? Yeah, you think so, Stu? You think it has so much more utility and network effect? But it's always been that way, though, Stu. You know what I mean? It's always been that way, right? Some of these coins. I mean, if you think about it too, you look at XRP. There's a case to make for XRP having more value, right? But then you look at Bitcoin. There's that supply and demand, right? Then there's also that like first movers advantage. There's also that big money's in there, right? Um, Stuff like that. Just store value, right? The gold standard, right? I think just that alone makes it a lot more valuable than yeah. No, there's a case to be made though. Like a very valid point in terms of utility and whatnot. Josh, let's go. Good evening, you criminals. Josh, good evening to you as well. How are you? What are you doing? Yeah, true, but has had problems with which result this year. Yes, true. Yeah. Yeah. No, like I agree completely. I agree. And oh, I've had conversations with people, and some things that I don't want to say on stream, it like against Bitcoin and like in favor of some other coins that that I like a lot more, right? But yeah, it has been Josh. Let's go. It's only Monday. Well, it's been 2 days. Sunday, Monday. Sunday, Monday. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys. If you haven't already, smash a like, and we will be here for another. We can do another 30 minutes or more if we're getting some boom boom candles, some boom boom candles, and then go from there. So we just wanted to kind of come on and talk about all of this rubbish and just hang out, talk about crypto for a second. We'll bring it to guest too. Interesting. I uh I don't know why, like Stu. I don't know why I've always viewed the FTX the FTX guy in the same light as the ETH guy. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, some some dipski scandals. Oh yeah, look at these dipskis. Look at those, right? So like we're just doing the same thing over and over and over, right? If I go back to Bitcoin here, again, we talked about Bitcoin expecting a dip on Bitcoin there, right? Again, 2021.5, we just keep failing at that level. Resistance doubles up on the daily, doubles up on the weekly, doubles up on the hourly, right? So until we clear 21.5, I would almost expect look at those dips. But really, we're not going anywhere, right? Same range. Both look like creepers. Stu, I don't know. So when I look at those two guys, I'm like, interesting. When Ethan Rockpool, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding though. When scam. Anyways, so and Bitcoin has been selling off for the last. You look at the last hour or so. We've been pumping and dumping, but we're just holding the same level, right? Hold above 21, rally all the way to just below 20 again, just in and around 21.3, and then dip again. So we're not really doing anything here. I'm also just consolidating, right, for Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin, BTC. See, I will see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Did I plug my headphones in? Yeah, I did. Know when your tea is supposed to be warm, but it's cold like water from the fridge? Rubbish. Away, away. Anyways, question for you guys in the chat though. With the market selling off as like as they have, um, I know some of you guys have been accumulating. What are some of the projects you guys have been accumulating? I know Josh has been buying up all the dips, all the Solana dips. Right. What are some of the projects you guys are buying the dips on? Right. Are you just buying anything, or are you being specific? Are you doing the research? Are you buying? What are you guys buying this week? Yeah. BTC Tesh, nice. The market next bull run. That's a good question. That's a good question. Because a lot of like for the most parts too, I've looked at mana a lot, um, but I'm not sure. Not sure. I'm looking at like as the metaverse as the next phase of the next 10x sector. In terms of let me see here. Hmm. Oh wait, oh wait. Reliability, yeah. Utility, yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? What I'm thinking about is, just what some of these bigger companies are moving towards. You look at the Apples and the Microsofts, right? And the right, what are they moving towards? Right, that's something you want to look at really closely, right? Um, so, yeah. Away, 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 away. Okay, reliability. Away, away. And I think that's something we talked about these two, right? As we were dipping, you want to really look at projects that are, in terms of like utility, you want to look at stuff like that. But away, away, 16 billion. Microsoft has really interesting. What is this rubbish? I've never heard of this. I want to look this up now. That's not the first time it's come up. Yeah, it actually shows up on its own here. Huh. Interesting. Developer, OpenAI. La la la. Is it chatbots in 2022? Transfer learning and okay, cool. Learning as well as okay. La, 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 to improve the model's performance in case of supervised learning. Blah blah blah. November 30th. Oh wow. Okay, so it wasn't that long ago then. Okay, it wasn't that long ago, right? It wasn't that long ago. November 30th, 2022. Blah blah blah. Free to the public. Plans to monetize the service later by December. Okay, cool. Still goes down from time to time. La, 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 la. Huh. Oh, okay, interesting. Google founder, CEO, the work of interesting. The Google killer. I was just looking at that. Wow. Ask anything, it will write it for you. Oh wow. Okay, interesting. You did? I posted a couple of examples and like just now, Stu. Good luck. Good luck. La, la. Okay, let me see here. That's interesting. Okay. I completely missed that, Stu. I missed it. 5 minutes ago? Okay. 5 minutes ago. Hangout General. Oh. Right, Joe Biden, how Joe Biden might explain Bitcoin. You know, thing. You know, the government transactions on the ledger thing, blockchain. That's it. Can change security and regulation. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Bitcoin is big, big deal. Trust me, the biggest. Most amazing thing, no one knows money like I do. America is going to love it. It's a currency like no other. It's going to make America great again. It's a digital currency, big numbers. It's going to billions and billions. They say it uses energy. That's fake news. Energy is good. Energy is fantastic. More energy it uses, more secure it is. More secure than the wall. Like a wall that keeps getting bigger and bigger. The great thing. Believe me, folks, you don't want to miss out on this. China does not like it. China does not like it. The abandon, it's going to make America great again. That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing, Stu. John, Ayo, John, how are you? What's happening? No, we're just talking about crypto. Wow, interesting. I want to go to that site now. I think that's a lot of fun. I think that's a lot of fun. That's gonna be my new favorite site now. So this is the website. Okay, you can watch a video. Blah blah blah. Interesting. Huh. With nah, 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 nah. So like you just go to. So this is where you go, and then you do that. Jordan Peterson. No, he has an interesting video on YouTube about it. No, he does. Okay, no, I have no idea who that is. So you have to either log in or sign up. Okay, cool. I will do that later. That's cool though. Just from reading those comments too. That's amazing. I like it. The Google killer. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I think there will be a lot of AI things going forward, right? So I like that. Very cool. I think that's what Elon Musk is scared of too. Interesting. Anyways, John, how are you? How are you? How are you? Are you following the crypto rally? I guess EV Revolution had to dump crypto last summer. Mm, Jordan Peterson. No, I don't. I don't consume like I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of like Stu. I don't watch a whole lot of. Only thing I watch on YouTube is EPL, um, fantasy like fantasy news, fantasy. I think so too. I think so too. I mean, just like anything that's new. Maybe maybe some of these AI coins and stocks might be the next the next pump in pump sector, and then we can make some monies. Professors, na 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 na. You know what's interesting? Yeah. Let me take a look at this list actually. Na 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 na. There was actually a stock last week that rallied, or 2 weeks ago that rallied 1,000%, or something ridiculous just because they focus on AI. So that's interesting. Uh, who's I watch Andy. Us too. I watch Andy. Usually just Andy. Andy. What's the name of the channel? Let's talk FPL. I think that's what it is. That's what it is. Na, na, na. Come on, BTC double bottom. Well, I mean, like if you look at Bitcoin on the daily here, I think we got that double bottom already, Tesh. He's good. I watch him in Raptor. Yeah, we have seen Raptor. Raptor seems like a very nice guy. Seems like a very nice person. Says you want a double bottom? We got it already for Bitcoin here, just above 16,000. What more do you want? There's your double bottoms, and then bouncy, bounce, bounce, bounce. Right. So yeah, yeah. I think Andy has the most in that space. I think he has the most subscribers. Yeah, I've been watching him for a few years now. I think. Malo, yo, let's go. How are you, Malo? Good to see you. Are you making monies in crypto? You probably are. Any Netflix earnings bet? I think Netflix is gonna be rubbish. But again, it's one thing for them to miss. It's another thing for the stock to go in either direction, right? I uh, I don't know. Like I'm not a massive fan of Netflix, honestly, Toto. I am. We'll see what the guidance is like, what the outlook is like, right? And then go from there. I just feel like it's getting harder and harder for Netflix to make monies. Um, I mean, they tried playing ads for money, right? Or like try producing their own content. It's hard to do that, like pay all the monies to produce content, right? And then try and make monies from that content. Where you have platforms like you have other platforms that just all that stuff is free. Like I mean, YouTube makes monies. Like YouTube makes monies from people producing content for them. They don't have to pay for anything, right? How do you compete with that? So Netflix is cool. You watch, $10 a month. But what else? What else do you like? So earnings are getting posted tomorrow. No, Netflix is end of the week, so Thursday or something like that. There's not well. I think there's some banks reporting tomorrow. Let me see if I can pull up a link here. Robert, ayo, let's go, Rob. Let me pull up the earnings calendar here, too. Earnings calendar. Yes, please. I'm gonna need this calendar for the week, anyways. So earnings calendar here. XRP is you're an XRP guy now. Oh, XRP is a nice time. Around anytime XRP is at 30 cents. We talked about that one earlier. Robert, anytime that thing hits 30 cents, it's bouncing. So yeah, Goldman Sachs reports tomorrow morning. Morgan Stanley reports tomorrow morning. So citizens, but again, these are the top two, right? So the main ones here, Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs, right? So the guidance from these guys is going to be huge, right? Again, you look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting at resistance, right? Right at resistance, double tops. You look at the S&P here. Again, let me go back to SPY. Um, right? You look at the S&P there, that thing is sitting on that at that resistance, right? So nice little downtrend there, right? Right. So again, that goes back to like Jan all-time highs 460, January 2020, December 20, let's say start of the year, right? End of 2021. Right, we've been failing on that downtrend here consistently, right? So it's sitting on resistance right there, right? But again, a lot of it is going to depend on what happens tomorrow here with Goldman Sachs. These guys will beat earnings. Morgan Stanley will beat earnings, right? They're gonna make money. So that's not the question, right? The only problem is like, what are they looking at for the future, right? Are they positive? If they're positive, then okay, cool. Markets pump it, right? If they sound a little bit negative, then the markets will sell off, right? So it's all about that guidance. Cute hangout, let's go, I right. So this is I bet you this is what Bitcoin is waiting for now, right? Tomorrow morning, right? What's Morgan Stanley saying? What's Goldman Sachs saying, right? What are the big boys saying? Do they think the market is, you know? So I mean, if these guys sound like if they sound like Powell, then we might get a rally, or like the Fed, right? So um, Fed has been talking about maybe chilling and doing 25 points. If they sound a little bit positive, then okay, cool. The markets will rally. So feeling cute might make some monies, Josh. Yeah, no, again, like Morgan Stanley will make monies, right? Dips, exactly, right? Goldman Sachs will make monies. Interest rates have been going up. These guys are making monies, right? But that's not the question. The question is like, what's the guidance for the next few months, right? What's the guidance for the rest of the year, right? So that's all the market will be looking at. Like, okay, what are you saying? And then if we go to the end of the list here, Netflix reports on Thursday after the close. Thursday after the close, Netflix reports. I feel like Netflix. Yeah. Anyways, Netflix might send a bridge there. Free a There we go. It's a banking week. Let's go, Josh. Let's go, monies, and then dipskis, right? So yeah, is that you're holding puts? Yeah, Virus is holding puts. Anyone else holding puts here for Spy, or is anyone shorting Bitcoin here, or anything like that? Anything like that? Let me know. Kramer bots. This is your guidance. Kramer did say we were going to pump for months and months, right? We'll be pumping for months and months and months. Since when was Kramer right? Well, this last time of their laid off 7% of the work this week. Yeah, exactly, Stu. Like, I don't think like these earnings numbers are not new to them, right? It's not like, oh yeah, we just pulled these numbers out of like thin air. They know what's happening. So if they're laying off their workforce, maybe there's a problem, right? They're gonna make monies. This is how it works. Like, well, last year I made a bonus of two. This is how the CEO is thinking. Last year I made a bonus of like 100 million. This year I made a bonus of like 80 million. In order for me to get back to like, someone needs to go. Somebody needs to go. 7% of you guys need to go so I can keep my 100 million. I don't know. Ceiling, if the delay could affect the market. Exactly, Robert. That's another thing to watch this week. Oh, it's coming. Oh, look at that. Someone just bought 1.3 million dollars worth of Bitcoin. 1.3 million dollars, right? The green is coming in. Look at that. All the monies. Let's go. Show me the monies. Again, it's amazing to see numbers like this and see the price move up or down a few dollars. It's big monies. This crypto thing, this Bitcoin thing, big monies. Impressive. Impressive. Big monies. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend and you're ready to go again tomorrow. Big monies, Sesh. Big monies. Come March, many of us have been talking about this quite some time now. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Right. So again, and that's part of the reason why I don't think we've seen a bottom yet. I think there's a nice sell-off coming at some point. Let's go, Virus. Please take a few breaths, relax, and give us one time nightfall on your own time, please. And thank you. It's coming. Let's go. The accumulation of crypto is exceptional. Mass adoption is coming for sure. Yeah, exactly. again, like the question, the question that we've the question is not the like the question like is not it's not the value, like we're not questioning the value in some of these projects we're looking at or buying or accumulating, right? It's everything else that's a problem, right? So where's the song? Hopefully I can get my your Lambo back, Kobe. I hope so too. Hope you can get your Lambo. No, 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 no. Let's go. Big thrusties, virus. Big thrusties. Virus. Let's go. It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. You didn't saw it yet. You're ready for the market tomorrow? Me too. We have 10 more minutes, anyways. We wanted to do 2 hours as usual. So in the next 10 minutes, we will play Nightfall and Thrust, and then and then hop off and go hang out in Discord. Kobe, you sold when it, and then you got back in. Okay, let's go. Anyways, hmm, I wanted to pull up Compete, just so we could look at it too, but maybe next time. Or the I'll put the kettle on. Let's let's go, Gary. Be ready. Be ready. La, 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 la. Before I think I even think BTC going back to 16 before we see a real bull market. I believe that BTC will track sell off, so we'll more pump. Yeah, I think so too. Um, right, so I think a sell off is coming, Josh. Right, so for crypto and for the markets, right, and then we can go from there. Are you drinking tea, Gary? Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, my tea is finished. Copper? Is that what you call it? Is that what you call it, Tesh? Copper? Still alive, the bear flag? Yeah. I'm fully expecting a dip ski, unless something happens tomorrow with the banks, maybe, right? Some magic. I'm fully expecting a dip ski. Um, fully expecting a dip ski. Expecting a dip ski. Anyways, I'm gonna pause the music there. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me know if you can hear the beats, okay? Because sometimes when I turn that off, you can't hear. Can you hear this? Yeah, copper is copper tea. Okay, come on, to the and roll back. It's good. So roll back. It's roll back. Come on to the left and slide. Let the beat drop. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Come on. Go go. Go go. Go go. Go go. Go go. Can you hear me? To the left and slide. To the right and what? And thrust. And what? And come on. Take the dance. Take the get naked. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Let's go, Sunny. Do the Spider-Man dance, please, and thank you. To the and night. To the sun. And night. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Wearing the Dogecoin hoodie, by the way. Doge love. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Thankfully, the street is quiet. Stuart, are you on the streets? To the what? And thrust. To the right. And slide. To the left. And what? And thrust. Eye contact, please, and thank you. And go, go. Go, go. Go, go. Go, go. Go, go. Stu says, thankfully the streets are quiet. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you outside? Oh my God! Please don't go to jail, please and thank you. We live on the streets. That's true. That is true, Gary. That's true. The streets around from the bridge. Okay, sounds good. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. What's 100K? Bitcoin? What's 100? What's your question? Bitcoin is not going to 100K. Um, not anytime soon. Right. So eventually, hopefully, right? Not anytime soon though. So anyways, um, we have 6 minutes left. All the thing. Actually, I need to go find that video again. I need to find that video because I need to find that video and because we never had any issues with that video. So what I wanted to see Stu was give it some time and see if we would get some copyright claims because that was a commercial or something like that. We never had any issues. So I need to go find that video again. I will find it and we can return to when thick. You know, Stuart's virus's favorite video. Let's go, Juan. Go to bed. Get ready for tomorrow, please, and thank you. Anyways, yeah. So if you're doing stocks tomorrow, take a look at Trades Ideas in Discord, and take a look at Trades Ideas. And if you have any questions, just let me know in stock general. And the video is beautiful. Yeah. The fire video? No, not this. Not the fire video. It's the one with the guy wearing high heels and and dancing on the streets. I think looks at the camera, eye contact. I think they have a copyright on that one. Yeah. Well, well, they can suck it. I wish Bitcoin was pumping right now, but it's not. Right. So we're just kind of consolidating him. Just consolidating again, holding. It's been the same thing for the last 2 hours, right? 21,000 back to 21.4, 21.3, and then back down, up and down, up and down. It's waiting for tomorrow, I think. The that's what it's called, the supermarket. Okay, I'll find it. Where his moves, thick. Yeah, Gary knows. Yeah, yeah, that's the one with the yeah. I think Diamond sent me that video. Was it Diamond or was it Virus? I don't know. One of you guys. We want to crash. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen tonight. But again, I fully expect a dipski at some point here soon. Right. So just looking at those daily candles and the fact that we're sitting at resistance here. Oh yeah, dipskis. Dipskis incoming. So dipskis. It's good to be back though. It's good to be back doing a crypto stream. These are a lot of fun. Nice and relaxing, and just fun. So hopefully this is a sign of I know, virus. The videos I sent. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow, look at those buys. 800,000, 300,000, 181, 172, 124. Look at those buys right back above 2100s. 21,100s. And then you have a bunch of sells and then a whole bunch of buys again, right? Big monies. Big monies. This is what happens when Gary puts on the mask and goes to the bank. He comes back. Yep, massive transactions, and then he just sits back and waits. I see a few Gary names. Yep, yep, yep. All those transactions. That's Gary for sure. Whenever you see anything above $1 million, Gary's been to the bank and back. To the bank and back. Yeah. Anyways, again, so let me know if you have any last questions, guys. And have you been talking? Yeah, Gary, of course. Of course. We know this is you. We know this is you. And you don't want to know what Gary does, Stu, for all these Bitcoin monies. We don't want to know. All these big monies like this. Who do you think is holding up crypto? Gary. So yeah. And let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and we will hop off and hang out at Discord. And hopefully we can do this more often, right? Not just once every 3 months. But yeah, we'll see. Virus, you don't want to know. Yeah, it was Tesh, right? So I'll see you guys in Discord. Let's go, Tesh. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you in Discord. And then yeah. Yes, yes, yes. No, it's fun. It's always fun hanging out with you guys and whatnot. Yeah, Sunny, this is fun. Yeah. No, the crypto streams are fun. And crypto streams are a lot of fun. And most of the time we will not even talking about anything important. We will just go on stupid tangents and it makes it a lot more fun, right? So we've talked about some highly questionable things at night, and we've been demonetized. So but that's an old thing. We don't get demonetized anymore. That was back when, like, but that is that a coincidence though? Like, we have not been demonetized for the last few months. Like, not not once. Like, before I had to check to make sure that we hadn't. Now I don't even have to check because I know it's all good. That's because we haven't done crypto streams in a while. Crypto streams get us. What do I think about it? True nature, I like it. I think it's done really well. It's held up really, really well. You look at everything else and you compare the dip skis to that, oh, it's held up really well. And they do have some nice utility, right? You want to come, come have a drink? Yes, yes, virus. Another video in crypto about lots of Okay, sounds good. I'll take a look at chart GPT. Sounds like a lot of fun. We will. It can be arranged. Rubbish. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys very much for coming and hanging out, even though nothing's happening. I appreciate you guys very much. It's always a lot of fun. Have a wonderful evening. It's your lucky day. It's yeah, like I'm impressed. I'm impressed with that tweet, especially the Trump one, not the tweet, the response. That's impressive. I find that impressive. Stu, have a wonderful night. See you in Discord. Virus, Sunny, have a wonderful night. Gary, much love. Sunny, have a wonderful night. Tesh, see you in Discord. True Nature, see you. Have a wonderful evening. Alrighty, ready. Gru, have a wonderful evening. And yeah. Juan, go to bed. Have a wonderful evening, Juan. And get some sleep. Yes, Gary, of course. Nisi, bye, Nisi. You criminal. Bye. And yeah, alrighty, guys. Okay, bye. All.